kind of needed a little bit of that today.
I can't find the button. All right, welcome to today's episode of Your Daily Scrum. I'm a very tired professional Scrum trainer, Ryan Ripley. That is an exhausted Todd Miller, who's also a professional Scrum trainer. We're coming off of some crazy training days, trying to come up with something interesting for all of you today. And I think we found it. A lot of great questions were asked to us in classes today. We're going to work through some of those. But in the meantime, something's popped up. I'm not even doing the show stuff, Todd. We need to wrap this up. I'm going to bed.
I feel
like and subscribe.
Yeah, I'll be back up. I'll be going in 6 hours again.
So something that did come up that actually this comes up in most courses. This is not client specific. This is industry specific. How can a Scrum Master break down silos at an organization? And Todd, I'm going to let you think for a second. I'm going to jump in real quick and just say first, the Scrum Master has to be able to identify that silos even exist. And it's amazing how many silos creep under your nose. You ever see that situation, Todd, where people were kind of working and they just didn't realize that they had created these barriers between people?
All the time. All the time.
So what would be a symptom if you see siloed work at an organization?
Dependencies.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it's interesting that you said identify, because that's exactly what I was going to say. And then second to that was going to be in regards to if you can't directly see the silos because maybe you've been blinded by them, look at what kind of dependencies you manage every day. Like like a handoff or something like that, right?
Yeah, I've kicked off some firestorms lately in classes by saying that dependency management is not a Scrum activity. It's an organizational design activity. That if you're finding yourself spending a ton of time managing dependencies, how have you organized your teams? Are they truly cross-functional? Are they truly self-managing? Do they have all the skills necessary in order to deliver in increments? And so when the answer is no, it means silos and they're present, right?
Yeah, I would also add to dependencies that dependencies could be as a result of poor architectural decisions.
Yeah.
So rather than, it's funny that how many times have you seen rather than invest in fixing those decisions, what we do is we just hire more teams to deal with the dependencies. And so you have more teams at creating more dependencies on each other. It's kind of remarkable.
And then we scale it.
Yeah. Auto scale it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We scale it. We talk to a big consulting agency that tells us this is the path to product nirvana. When
take millions of dollars and leave you with scaled crap.
Right. That doesn't work. You're worse off than what you were before.
Silos are still there. People still aren't talking. And so, to kind of pull this around, Scrum Masters, you got to find those silos. And you might be wondering, well, what do I do? How would I do this? So here's an idea. Todd, tell me what you think. Actually, I think I know what you'll think about this. Take your current product and throw your current product goal on the board. Take some sprint goals that you're chewing on, throw those on a board and say, look, all of you teams who are working towards this, because there's probably lots of different groups, get everybody together on a Zoom call, or if you're back together in the office, get everybody in a conference room and say, look, pretend like there's no org chart. What would be the best way for us to structure these teams in order to deliver to those goals? It doesn't matter who your boss is. It doesn't matter whose kingdom we're tearing down. It doesn't matter whose ego is going to get bruised. It doesn't matter who's going to lose control and all that other nonsense that is not helping us deliver. But how would you organize in order to optimize our chances of getting something shipped each and every sprint that a customer cares about? And watch what they do. And it's probably going to look dramatically different than how you're set up today.
Can I add a riff on that? Is that's okay? Just making me think of what if even like taking it a step back from goals, and you look at a product backlog item or a feature or something, and you say, what permissions do we need to get that are outside of this team? Or who do we need to ask, or who do we need to talk to, or who do we need to be involved with getting this thing from idea to production?
Love it.
And earmark those things down and do the same thing that you said.
Love it.
Don't ask for permission, call it out. These are the kind of things that Scrum is finding and people are failing to adapt in it. Yeah, it's to be honest with some days it's frustrating, right? Yeah.
You know, Todd, and this is killing industries.
Mm-hmm.
I know we sound sometimes alarmist when we talk like this. The failure to adapt and restructure based on delivery kills industries. I learned today, Todd, that in New York City, taxi cabs are going to be able to be summoned through the Uber app. Whoever thought that, I mean, that is the ultimate eating your lunch because you wouldn't adapt to the situation in front of your face.
Yeah.
It's coming, man. It's
when we finish this episode, I'm going to stream something on Netflix instead of go out to Blockbuster and rent a DVD.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go watch something on YouTube instead of, watching cable.
Yeah. I'm going to buy something on Amazon instead of go to Sears.
Exactly. So I think it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I think
that's a wrap. I think are we like super tired and grumpy? Did we just do a super tired, grumpy Todd and Ryan episode?
End screen time for super tired, grumpy Ryan and Todd.
Yeah.
Check out the socials, like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Some videos are going to pop up. It's our 2 free courses. You can actually get certified in Scrum and you can get certified in EVM just by checking out our courses and going off to scrum.org and taking the test. Right? It's possible. We have people all over the world doing it. You can too. Let us know how you like it in one of our comments sections. Be sure to leave your questions and comments about this video. We want to know how we're doing. For Todd Miller, I'm Ryan Ripley. Go forward and do some great Scrum things. I'm calling it a night. Todd is too.
Yep.
We hope, but we will be back tomorrow.
See you.